And welcome back to Catch a Therapist. This is episode 2, and I'm your host, Peyton, with my co-host.
I am Max, the co-host. We finally agreed on a name.
I was about to say something about that.
Yeah.
We had a few ideas, like
Shower Sammys, a boat, something. Slippery Scoundrels, I think. But
I think just To Catch a Therapist would be the best of those. Even though that one was, like, personally, like a good story that I might tell on this podcast today.
Yeah. If you feel like it, name drop suggestions in the comments. I kind of doubt it, but...
I mean, I think I like our name now, so I don't think why we need to switch it.
We can see where it goes.
Okay, if you guys got funny suggestions.
Okay. But right now, high school episode. We went with grade school, now we're going to high school. So, you want to start?
I don't know what to start with. Because my freshman year was pretty foggy as well.
I think this happened in my freshman. This might have been freshman or sophomore, but our school had a pretty funny bombing threat. And I know how that sounds. But some kids called it a bombing threat because they wanted to stay home and played Fortnite. And lo and behold, when everyone got there was like 20 people wanting to go to class. They just canceled the entire school day. And they caught all 3 kids. And
just to go play Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
See, I have a school threat too.
Okay.
In my story, but that's like my junior, sophomore year. I don't remember, but we got like a week off of school because of it.
A week off?
Yeah. So pretty much the story is, we had a kid. And, actually, I do remember a few things that happened my freshman year, but we had a kid, and, so this is, like, Peoria area, so he was adopted, and he moved out to my area, and he went back to the Peoria area. What? The Peoria area, you just don't go around the hood or the ghetto, because right now, like, every day you're getting shot. It's right now...
Peoria?
In Peoria. It's almost as bad as Chicago.
How?
We have no idea.
Is it just a gang violence, or is it just people...
Well, his cousins were in a gang.
Okay.
And the school got word of this.
Oh.
And so they started sending threatening messages to all the students saying that they're going to shoot up our school. And this isn't just one person. This is a whole entire gang.
Saying that they're gonna shoot up your school?
Yes. And so, they're like, what?
Nothing.
The safety, you get to stay home for a week.
For a whole week?
Yes, because some kid went out there and got his cousins to threaten our school.
Wow. Man, I know my story was freshman year because my brother drove me to school that day, and my brother's 3 years older than me, and he went to the same high school, obviously, so we just rode together, and he had to drive me home, but he wanted to pick up some of his friends first, and then my mom was like, no, you're going right home. You're going directly to home. No stops, nothing. If you're getting out of school for a shooting threat, you're going home.
You're going, not shooting, bombing.
No, bombing threat, sorry.
Whatever. It's all good. But,
Same old.
pretty much a big part about my freshman year was all the kids in my area called us racist.
Okay.
Because 4 students made the totally racist video. I'm saying straight up, it was racist. A video.
Okay.
And sent it to every single minority in our school.
Oh my god.
And it just traveled around. And there's still being lawsuits on them.
Really?
Yes. But, yeah, so after that little video, my class was called Shitheads. We were just looked at different. Worst thing is they were all on the football team. And we didn't have enough people to play. Already. So we needed them, but they were kicked out of school for a week or two.
A week or two, okay.
And they were completely permanently off the football team.
I was gonna say, we would have Our school would have fucking expelled him like that fast.
Yeah.
So fast.
They got suspended and expelled, and actually they might not have been kicked off the team permanently, but they were able to come back next year.
Oh wow, what an honor!
What a slap on the wrist!
I know. God, our school had fucking bullying stations where you could just walk up, grab a note card, and write down if you're being bullied. It's like, okay, it's not that. It isn't even a problem anymore. Everybody's like harped on it so much. We need bullying.
It's still around. I say that. I still believe that.
Well,
but
yeah.
to the intensity of like 2000 to 2010, no.
I feel like we need bullies. They just like it builds character. Well, like people.
Yes and no. It's a great thing. I love the quote. Joe Rogan said it, and we've talked about it. Was weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. So on and so forth. But I don't think it should be to the extent where for wrestling, if somebody's overweight, they throw 15 things of fucking sweatshirts on him, throw him into a 150-degree room. That's what my brother did.
I'm just talking about like wearing cat ears and like adult diapers to high school. It happened.
Dude, honestly, I want to be friends with those people.
They're like they are too open about their things. They need to calm it down a little bit. You're still at a high school. Oh, and people going to school in pajamas? I mean, like, bruh. Really? I hate to use bruh because...
Bruh.
It's... Bruh.
Say it right.
Bruh.
We're fans, alright? We gotta say it right.
Subscribe to Technoblade.
Alright, but if we're keep going through my freshman year, after that we had our homecoming, and the homecoming was really like the first dance I went to, but also my first kiss.
Alright, now you gotta tell the story.
So, pretty much, have you ever been to Texas Roadhouse? Have you?
Yes, I have.
Alright.
I love that that's where you're starting.
Well,
this.
no, I was just making sure, because what happened was...
I love that you get
my
to speak.
parents talked to my date's parents, and they set up everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just go, we ain't cooking shit. So my parents go to Texas Roadhouse, give me a steak, shrimp, and mushrooms, which... perfect meal.
Okay.
And they also gave me like 15 rolls, so, you know, gotta stay fat.
I love that they let you spit peanuts on the floor. That's my favorite part.
Dude, they stopped letting you do that.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
You get like completely, I don't know, but you just get hit. I'm pretty sure.
Hit?
Yeah.
They hit you.
I'm pretty sure like it's so frowned upon there now. Well, maybe it's because of COVID.
Well, okay. That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
But so to keep going, and they do carry out because at that point it's homecoming, and it's also homecoming from multiple schools, so everybody was there. You were not getting a table.
Mm-hmm.
So we got there, went to her house,
Mm-hmm.
and we seriously ate the food. Her parents sat right there.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, we sneak off into her backyard, and we are laying in a hammock looking at the stars.
Oh.
This was before the dance.
That's good ambiance right there.
And we just looked at each other.
Mm-hmm. You did the thing?
And I RKO'd the... No. And then we did the thing.
So you do know what I was talking about when I referenced last time, was like the thing.
The thing.
You know, when like the moment hits and then you're like, you know.
No, the thing. Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
That was the moment for me.
Yeah. Aw.
I don't know if she feels the same way. I can ask her. But,
get her on the podcast.
I mean, she might be.
Oh my god, do not.
Oh my gosh, but,
I don't want all... I fucking get all my exes on Discord. Have a conversation with all of them at the same time over the podcast.
I would rather not get one of my exes on the podcast. Cause fuck that bitch.
Okay.
But... Alright, sorry about that. I had to go do some laundry.
Yeah, Peyton's stinky ass had to go do laundry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Always be stinky.
Alright, so you're talking about your freshman wrestling season? You said it wasn't. It was all right.
I pretty much got my ass whooped by like D1 athletes.
Damn.
That was all it was, because there was like this one kid who was so fast that like I blinked and he was gone. Like at the time, I didn't think that was even possible. So just
wait. What do you mean he was gone?
no, he was
like
just
a circle.
gone. Like seriously, like he was in front of me, blinked, he was completely behind me. I didn't even know it.
Bruh.
He was that fast, and I'm like, what the hell?
Damn.
Yeah.
He's really out here on that speedy shit.
But I ended pretty well. I think I only had like 9 losses, and
Okay.
3 of them were from the same kid. So.
Oh well. That sucks.
Yeah, after my freshman year wrestling, move on, and my first girlfriend, who I had the first kiss with,
Yeah.
we broke up.
Okay. Well, I mean, it happened.
At the time, I don't think we were meant to be dating.
Yeah.
Not at the time, because I dated her again.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that my sophomore year.
Okay.
But which we'll probably talk about that now, because I don't really think I have anything else for my freshman year.
Wait.
Unless you have something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So, my brother in high school, he wasn't really a redneck, but he hung out with a lot of rednecks, and he parked over by them, and we had what our high school called Redneck Row, which was a bunch of guys in like lifted pickup trucks would all try to do burnouts and fucking donuts and shit in the like far corner of the parking lot. So we had a really big high school, so there was like 5 different parking lots, and they always made sure to put Redneck Row on the one that would cause the least amount of attention, so that they could do that stuff. And one year, freshman year, it had rained a lot, so there was a giant mud pit, and my brother, thinking it was an amazing idea, took my dad's truck and just went straight through it and ended up breaking I think like part of the axle on it, and it costed a ton of money to fix. And
Fucking broken axle, hell yeah, dude, it would
Yeah.
cost a lot of money. That and transmissions. Cars are just expensive.
Yeah, he had to suck it up to my dad and tell him that he just pretty much yoinked his truck, took it to school, and broke it like an idiot.
So you said like your Redneck Row was just stupid people out in like a parking lot, like as far away as possible.
Pretty much, but like
Mine wasn't.
oh.
It was as closest to the school as possible. And all you would hear like first 15 minutes of school was just people revving their engine.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yes, and so they didn't really do burnouts, not in that parking lot. The far parking lot, which was a bitch, because it was at least like not a mile walk, but like close to a mile walk to the school.
Okay.
But people would go out there and they would just leave tire marks in circles, and it was constant. But the school said that they have it videotaped. They do not have it videotaped.
No.
That parking lot, I'm pretty sure, got robbed like 15 times in one semester.
Damn.
And it's not just like one car now. It was like 50.
Wow.
That's why I never parked down over there. But
Yeah.
But pretty much, that was just daily life. It was people revving their engines and seeing where it goes. So, anything else besides your brother being an idiot?
Oh yeah, we might get him on the podcast, and he can. Well, I talked to him. He said that he'd want to come on, but they'll have to be on best behavior. But he can tell you some more of those stories, because
I want to get my cousin on the podcast, but he has to be on best behavior too.
Oh yeah. We saw how
we
much
have a
editing.
no-fly list, and if you're on the no-fly list, you better behave.
You saw the video. Go check out Peyton's main channel or whatever. But there's a video of him and his cousin.
I'll plug it real quick.
Okay.
I just made a video with my cousin. I have not posted it yet. Maybe when this video comes out, it will be posted, but it will be at either. I think it'll just be at Tide Gaming. So, or Type 51 Gaming. So, go check it out if you want.
It's kind of a stupid channel name, not gonna
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something different.
lie. Post suggestions in the comments below. Smash that like button, etc.
I'll think
Okay.
of a different name.
So,
But we'll move into our sophomore year.
okay.
The year where I forgot everything. Just because at the beginning of the year, I had the single worst concussion you could possibly have.
Oh wow. Alright.
Like, it was to the point where I was cussing out my parents. Phone just rang. Cussing out my parents, cussing out my brother, cussing out everybody for no fucking reason.
Huh.
Because all I wanted to do at the time was sleep. And it was to the point where it was affecting me where, like, I would cuss out my teachers, my coaches. And the reasoning was because I was in football and I just got hit really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And after getting hit really hard, I didn't realize I had concussion.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept going
Oh.
and going.
Oh.
And so I had, like, a concussion to the fourth.
Huh. That's
To the power of 4. Yeah,
that's
it was
really bad.
Yeah, no. My brain's like mashed potatoes or scrambled eggs.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, but out of that, I got to wear a bucket hat to school every day. Where our dress code was 0 hats.
Why did they let you wear a bucket hat? Just cause, or?
Just because it kept light out of my eyes, because my eyes were sensitive to the
Oh.
light. I'd also have sunglasses on.
You should have.
So I just looked like a douchebag walking around with a bucket hat and sunglasses.
Oh.
I wish I had my pit vipers at the time.
Oh my god, a cowboy hat and pit vipers.
I needed to stop the sun or light. I don't know.
You needed to stop the sun. Hey, yo, delete the sun.
But yeah, that time of my life, I got really emotional,
Mm-hmm.
and so I connected back with my ex.
Oh, okay.
And we dated for about a month, and we was like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, that doesn't usually work out
No.
like that. It did surprisingly work out for my parents, though.
Really?
Yeah, my mom and dad dated in high school, and then it wasn't good, so they broke up. And then they realized that they both went to the same college, this college, and then they got back together.
Hmm.
Yeah, my mom was actually in a sorority here.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
What did your dad do here?
He dropped out like his second year. He could not handle it. I think he was going for like electrical engineering or something,
Oh, cool.
and he did not like college at all, which is understandable because when you meet my dad, you can tell that he's the type of person that would not like college.
Mm.
So,
So yeah, after that, the concussion pretty much ruined my sophomore year, and I can't really remember much from it.
okay.
So, do you have an interesting sophomore year?
Oh my god. Okay. So, I was going to tell you this about this before, but I said wait for the podcast. Sophomore year, my brother had graduated, and now I didn't want to take the school bus, so I took the city bus. Would you like to hear all about my escapades on the city bus?
I mean, it's about the same time, so
Oh, okay.
might as well. Let's hear it.
Okay. First things first, I will explain to you what nut tag is and why we played it on the city bus.
Nut tag?
Oh, nut tag. It was really fun, and it gets your reflexes really high. Pretty much is we would take the city bus from the high school to the transit, and once we kind of figured out who was all on the same bus going for where they live, we would kind of talk it over a little bit first and see who wanted to play. And once we got everybody who wanted to play, we would all go on the bus, and then whoever was it had to smack someone else who was playing in the nuts. And then we would just go around in the bus and try and get each other by smacking each other in the nuts. It got so bad to the point where I think the bus driver had to kick someone off about every other week. Because we would, after a while, it stopped getting funny, and then we just, like, really want to punch each other in the nuts. So we would just, everybody would migrate to the back of the bus, and then we would just get up and punch each other in the nuts. And it was awful, but it was hilarious.
That That's very concerning.
Mm-hmm. And then the
'Cause
first...
You were a sophomore, right, in high school?
Yeah.
Huh. You see, that shit I would do when I was a kid.
Like,
I'd seriously go up.
It hurt
I'd
a lot more.
I'd seriously go up to like my uncle, and be like, "Hey, got 20 cents?" He goes, "No," and I just jack him right in the dick.
Why?
I wanted 20 cents.
You got 20 cents? Really?
So, and so every time I go around, I'm like, "Hey, got 20 cents?" He goes, "Here's a quarter." Okay.
Why?
So I take the quarter and I punch him in the nuts.
Why?
So the next thing I'd be like, "Now it's 50."
Why would you... What? You're such a mean little kid.
I was an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't really grow out of it, but...
Yeah, no. My sister is a kind of person that's always organized. Everything has to be straight. Everything has to be so neat and
Everything
just
has to be straight.
yes
Okay.
and perfect.
Okay.
So my asshole younger self, even though this isn't even high school, this is when I was like 6. I barely remember this, but I walk in with my mother's shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I just start fucking swearing at her, calling her a bitch, whatever. And then I just take her school, papers, and I just threw them up in the air.
Why?
And then I took her book, threw it up in the air.
Why?
She goes, "Peyton, stop!" And so I got the vacuum. It's...
Oh my god, why would you do any of this? You're such an asshole.
She used to call me Satan.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can tell why. Oh my gosh. I never did anything that bad to my brother.
Well, she would also do stupid shit to me, too. I'll be like, I fell asleep out. I sleep anywhere. Doesn't matter. When I was younger, I would even sleep upside down.
Okay.
But, so I was sleeping on our couch, and I had my hand out like this.
Mhm.
And so she goes gets shaving cream, puts it in my hand.
Oh, she did that to you?
And just started tickling me. Funny enough is, I fucking remember this.
Oh, you fell for it.
No. Because I slightly woke up
Mm-hmm.
while it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I just go, and I wake up to the feather that they have, and I just smack myself because I thought it was a fly, and I go,
you motherfucker.
"Oh yeah, what happened?" He goes, "Nothing, to go back to sleep." So I slowly go back, and I go, look, I'm like, "Did you get whipped cream on my..."
Oh my god.
It was shaving cream.
You
So I
dumbass.
started eating
You
it.
started eating the shaving cream? Oh my god. Not only were you an asshole, you were a moron.
And then I go, "That's not whipped cream." And then it got all over my pajamas, and these were my favorite pajamas.
Oh god.
And I go, "I'm about to kill you, Hannah. You got some whipped cream substance on me."
Some whipped substance on me.
I didn't know it was shaving cream. I was like 6, okay?
And you knew the word substance. You've gotten whipped substance on my clothes. Prepare to die. Oh, okay. I don't...
So when I was also younger, I had a reading comprehension, and I could not spell worthless shit. Still can't.
Okay.
But at the time, I was making a Wii character.
Okay.
And
yes, the Wii.
the Wii.
Oh.
Shout out to all my people who played Mario Kart on that. That or Wii Sports Boxing. No, Wii Sports Bowling.
Oh. If you could get it down, you could get it down at Wii
Yes.
Sports Bowling.
Oh yes, you can. If I want to get Wii Sports Bowling in here, that'd be awesome.
Have you seen the video of I think it was the people in Florida who set up like a TV and a Wii in the back of their car, and when they were stuck in traffic, they would get out and play bowling?
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
I've not seen the video though, but
Should we pull it up, young Jamie?
no.
Okay, I'll show it to you later.
But so I thought the coolest name at the time was Master, and then Peyton.
Master Peyton.
But I spelled master wrong.
So it's Mr. Peyton.
I spelled masser. I forgot the T.
Master Peyton.
So it was M-A-S-E-R and then my name. And so for months it went on. Didn't even realize I spelled it wrong. And so I started spelling it like that in school, everything.
And nobody...
Nobody realized it. And then my brother gets on the Wii. And he goes, Peyton, you spelled master wrong. I go, no, I didn't. I'm confidently sure I spelled master right. He goes, really? Then where's the T?
So
I'm like, there is no T in master, you idiot.
how long did you go without somebody telling you that's how you spelled master?
Months.
Months.
Yes.
You spelled it like that in school, and none of your teachers were like, hey.
Dude, I was in 2nd grade.
What?
I was like, I just...
Your 2nd grade teachers didn't correct you on spelling? Really?
No.
You
I also had a reading comprehension, dude, so they kind of realized, but the problem is they never recognized it to me, so I just kept spelling master wrong. And then to this day, my brother would be like, hey, Master Peyton.
Master Peyton.
So it's been just, after that moment, it's been
that's why you said that to me. Okay.
So after that, it's just been a running joke in my family.
Okay.
Which my family has these tendencies for running jokes. So one time, my sister has this joke where she'd be like, oh, I'm chubby, and just take her cheeks and be like, oh, I'm chubby. My sister's chubby. My mother's chubby. Even my dog is chubby. And so she'd say that when she was younger because she always had chubby cheeks.
Okay.
And it was probably just for her self-enthusiasm, whatever.
Okay.
But she was really good at spelling.
Alright.
And so she was almost getting, like, this is still local school, and she's going through it, and she's one word off from winning the whole entire thing.
Oh, the spelling bee. The classic spelling bee.
And you know what word she fucking gets?
Master.
She gets the word chubby. And the whole entire time, she's like, see, and just fucks up the spelling of chubby. It spells it with like a Z, Y, there's a Q in there.
A chubby.
Yes, she completely messed it up because she was dying of laughter.
Oh my gosh.
And after that, we're like, so how do you spell chubby?
So you're saying when I meet your sister, I should be like, chubby?
Oh, she'll find that funny.
Okay, great.
And then,
yeah, you gotta...
So then my brother also has a joke.
Okay.
So when my brother was in, like, I don't know what grade he was. It was still a time where I didn't really give a fuck.
Okay.
But, we went to one of my sister's dances. She's dancing. Next thing you know, my brother, like, taps my mom, like, hey. And my mom goes, what's up? And my brother just goes, stands up, looks her straight in the eye, and just goes, I pooped it in my pants.
Okay. You check your phone, idiot.
Yeah, nothing too important. Let's go.
Way to be a professional podcaster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
distracted.
Peyton's phone sitting on the desk with the microphone.
Not even, but... So, yeah, he stands up, looks my mom straight in the eye, and says, I pooped in my pants.
Your older brother?
My older brother.
Okay.
And he says, I pooped in my pants. And she goes, you did? Really? Fuck you! I'm sitting here just trying to wash your sister, and you're over here pooping in your pants.
Did he actually poop?
Yes!
Why?
To get out of the damn dance!
He shit himself to get out of a dance.
Yes.
I do not believe that.
No joke.
I do.
Because I started crying to get out of the dance.
Why did you have to go to the dance anyway?
Because they forced me to be so supportive. Which I agree. I agree with them for me to be supportive to my sister.
Okay, but usually a school dance is not something where you want your entire family.
No. She was in a dance club.
Oh. I thought this was like a school
No.
dance. I was like, why did you bring your family to this?
No, she was in a dance club. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, then...
But my brother stands up to get out of this and goes, I pooped in my pants.
Just straight up, I pooped in my pants.
And then another running joke was when I was little, my sister pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
And so I start running to my mom. I'm like, yeah, she hurt it in my feelings. And then my mom goes, well, good thing you have more feelings, so get back in there.
Fight like a man.
You might think my mom's a little heartless, but don't worry, we make fun of her every week.
Okay.
She deserves it.
Okay.
We have a weird family dynamic.
Yeah. I got...
But that's...
Bro.
We're supposed to stay in high school.
You need to stop interrupting me.
Bro,
This
what?
has been like
what?
This has been like the 5th time.
Yeah, I know.
Like, start to get a word in and you're like, oh yeah, by the way, my brother pooped it his pants. Like, okay, so my dad's best friend in high school, he ended up being like my fake uncle or whatever. You know how that is. It's
Yeah.
like uncle by heart, not by blood or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's where I got most of my humor from, I'd say. Because he was super tough on me as a kid. Not like physically tough, sometimes physically tough, but like just like constantly getting little jabs in and being sarcastic all the time and calling me Maxine.
Oh no, that's my uncle.
Yeah. But
That's my uncle. But keep going.
yeah. That's kind of it. It just reminded me of my other uncle because he would come up with stuff like that all the time just to like screw with people. Oh, one time when we were camping, he found a tricycle that was like public use for the campsite, and he rode it up and down the main road while me and my brother were riding bikes with him. And he was like, Big Matt, little bicycle, like running it around. I think he was trying to imitate a mentally disabled person, but it was funny at the time. So
When you said that, I'm like, that sounds like a Tommy Boy joke, like fat guy in a little coat.
I don't know what you're referencing. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you don't know that movie? Dang. But so my cousin one time he sat down and he had to take a shit, but while he's pre-shit, he started pissing, and my uncle walked in on him, walked out, and then after that, he started calling my cousin Princess Sit Down and Pee. It pissed him off.
Alright, I don't think the microphone got that because you said it pretty quietly, but
Princess Sit Down and Pee.
yeah.
Oh no, it was
Oh my
hilarious. Joe probably still doesn't think that's funny, but
Oh man. I'm gonna call Joe Mister sit down. What was it?
Princess.
Princess, sit down and pee. Oh, that's great. Why did your uncle walk in on your cousin peeing?
The door was unlocked and he had to go to the bathroom.
So your uncle just opens up the like closed door.
Well, you're supposed to lock it after you.
Well, if you're
And the
gonna
door.
be
To be fair, the
door.
door is always closed. It was at my grandparents'.
Well, why don't you just knock on it?
Because you don't expect somebody in there.
Well, it's a bathroom.
You need.
You're gonna leave the door open while you take a dump? No.
There has been a few times.
Well, then you'd see them in there.
Dude, you don't realize how often I hear my dad. He's on the toilet, scream, "God damn it!" Because one of the dogs walked in and now they starting to lick his chins or something like that.
Oh my god. Oh, dogs are dumb.
But yeah, he's not used to like knocking. That was the point where he didn't have a wife or anything. He's been living alone, so he just walked in there.
I didn't know
Walked
that.
out. He immediately saw Joe, walked out, and then after that he started making fun for it.
Princess, sit down and pee.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh,
It was pretty funny.
I want to
He's-
go to. I want to go to like Thanksgiving or something with your family.
Oh,
I think
dude,
that'd
our
be
Thanksgiving
hilarious.
is like awesome.
Okay.
We go down to our farm and we shoot guns
Okay.
and everybody gets drunk.
Oh.
The two things you should not mix.
Oh God, no. When do you do Thanksgiving? Like what weekday? Not numbers, but just
The
like-
day of Thanksgiving.
Oh.
That's when we do that.
Okay. Well, actually, you go down to Illinois. That'd be like an 8-hour trip to get back.
Yeah.
So our cabin's way up, and you guys are way down.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, we kind of got off topic of high school.
well, yeah, a little bit. So sophomore year. Anything else to add?
No, not really. I mean, I just kind of got a little down because of concussion. Don't really remember much. It was the shittiest year I ever had. It was just depressing, in my opinion, for me.
Okay. one more thing to add, because I can't really remember anything of sophomore year anyway. The first day I showed up on the city bus, I met a stranger and suplexed him to like assert dominance. Cause I thought it was like the prison thing. I thought everybody.
The first day you suplex somebody.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so
There's like no context to that. It's just
not
you
really.
suplexed him.
Well, I didn't just walk up to him and just
Hey,
suplex the shit out of him.
that's what you're making it sound like you did.
That's kind of what I did.
Oh my god.
At least talk to him a little bit first.
Hey, can I suplex you? Sure.
I was like, hey, you want to see something cool? And I don't know if I've mentioned this. Well, there's only one episode, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that I didn't. I did judo when I was younger, in like elementary school.
Yeah, you said this.
Yeah, I did. So I used one of the judo moves on him, and it's kind of like a suplex, but without holding the waist. It's just like holding kind of like the head-ish. And you just throw him over you.
Mm-hmm.
And then him and all of his friends thought that was super cool, so then I taught him how to do it.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I made friends on the city bus. But the first day I did suplex someone for fun, and then I got a bunch of friends out of it. And those were the people I played nut tag with, and eventually... Oh my gosh. Okay, so many more things just came. So, there was this annoying kid. I think he might have been special ed, because he didn't seem all there. But he was really, really annoying and always tried to pick fights. So then... a different kid, who I also think isn't all there, but I don't remember him being special ed, ended up fighting in the middle of winter at the bus stop, and they ended up having to call the cops on him. A little bit of context, the police station is like 1 or 2 blocks away from the city bus transit, so they can get there pretty quickly. And they just had a full-on fist fight in the snow. They took off their jackets, snow pants, everything. Just got in their shoes. They had their shoes on, but just t-shirts and pants. They just beat the shit out of each other in the snow until cops came.
Didn't realize it was red snow.
Yeah.
That's not true, yeah. Snow cone right there.
Nope. And that's pretty much it for sophomore year for me.
Well, my school was full of assholes.
Okay.
And so every morning, you get there and you can play like basketball. Or you hear, those car engines revving. It's just normal. But so, I was just watching my cousin play basketball because this was like I did the 5 a.m. go work out, go to school, and I just show up, wanted to play a little bit, and then this girl who has like a walking disability.
Okay.
Just starts walking around and she starts chilling out, and somebody purposely went over there and completely tackled her.
What?
Yes. So, and then afterwards, he's
Alright.
sorry, I was trying to catch a pass, and he got away with it.
Okay.
He was an
How
absolute
bad?
asshole.
How bad was the walking disability? Was it just like crutches or full on wheelchair or what?
So she could walk on her own.
Okay.
But this was like from birth thing.
So she just walked a little funny? Or
So she would it was like a skip, but like she would have one foot down and she'd completely go to one side, and she did that as he was stepping, and he just completely trucked her.
Oh my gosh.
And then he just gets up, sorry.
Sorry, I had to catch that pass. You know how it is being cool and stuff. Yeah, maybe get better at walking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't happen that happened quite a bit in my school.
Beating up disabled people?
No, just being assholes.
Oh, okay.
Not like that. Not like beating up. No. That was really the only time. And that kid was like the worst of the worst.
Yeah, he sounds pretty bad.
Yes. No, he was.
Our school's full of assholes. Our school kind of like, simmered out with that because people just got into cliques.
What do you mean?
Little groups of like 4 or 5 people, sometimes more, sometimes less.
That's like for me. Like those are like it did the same thing.
Yeah.
But sorry.
The only time people really actually like fought was when the cliques were against each other for some reason.
So
then,
pretty much gang fights, but with cliques.
yes,
Click fights.
anytime somebody fought, the entire cliques fought each other.
Oh my gosh. We didn't have really too many fights in my school. Not really.
We had a ton of fights freshman and sophomore year, and then junior and senior year, everybody was straight up pussies, and they didn't want to fight anyone, and it wasn't interesting.
I know, our Votech bathroom was always closed because, so, pretty much this is the most central spot in the whole entire school, and it's the most convenient restroom to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other bathrooms are on the edge of the school, and it takes like 5 minutes just to go to them.
Okay.
But every single goddamn time you go to this bathroom, so you know the trend, like, devious lick or something like that. That was, like, all 4 years, that was a thing in that bathroom.
Okay.
They either took a urinal out, they took out sinks. So the main one that closed it was actually vape pens, because they would just go in there and just smoke up a storm.
Yeah.
Drugs, all that, but they just constantly kept that bathroom permanently closed.
Oh.
It's probably not even available now, since the devious lick thing was a thing now, and I heard they completely demolished that bathroom.
Damn. Alright, so another story. I think this did happen junior year, but I got pulled into the office and searched because I gave my friend, so it was like a ball of cling wrap, but there were pennies inside of it, and they caught me on video, and they thought I was giving him drugs. Because I did, like, as a funny thing, I was like, oh, friggin' here you go, man. Oh, shit, thanks, bro. And they caught it on video, and then one of the asshole teachers saw it and reported it. And that he's an asshole to, like, my entire family. He hates my mom. I'm assuming he hates my dad, and he really hated my brother. But yeah, they caught me and pulled me in, and I had to get searched, like my backpack and everything, for a cling wrap little thing of pennies that I did with my friend in English class. That's kind of the whole story.
So I want to say one thing more about that bathroom.
Okay.
My senior year, I would go in there, and people had legit boxing matches in there.
Oh, I've always wanted to see one of those.
No, like, so my cousin's this best friend with this tall guy, but everybody beat him in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go in there, and I see him with boxing gloves, and I just see him get his ass whooped. To the point where he got punched, he sat back on the urinal, and broke it. And then they would go back to class with like bloody noses and bruises. And we're like, what the fuck would happen? And they go, nothing. And then finally they kept that thing closed for like 3 months after that.
Dang.
But like there's videos, and this didn't happen once or twice. This was like 30 times they would do this.
Oh.
It was like twice. So every like break you got in between class, they went there and did like 2 fights.
They had matches.
They had boxing matches in the bathroom.
Do you have any of those videos?
I might have my cousin send me some, and I'll show you later.
Please do. Oh, those sound hilarious.
In the bathroom.
I've always wanted to see some of that shenanigans.
I was never part of it. I'll just take a piss, and next thing you know, I get shoved, and they're just boxing. I'm like, God damn it, I'm midstream.
I might be streaming, by the way. Great segue.
That's a great segue.
Co-host may be streaming on Twitch or YouTube. I don't know.
After we figure out a name.
Yeah. We gotta get better at naming things.
Yeah. I really find it hard naming things.
Yeah.
I mean, a pet I can see being very easy, but like something other than like your actual name to like usernames, I just see it kind of difficult to name something like that.
Oh, one more thing about bathrooms. I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but at our school, people did end up stealing doors to the stalls and writing on the mirrors and like the stall and the toilet in their own shit. They like pooped in their hand and then wrote on the walls with
What?
it. And they got every single bathroom closed down except for the main one in the commons. So if you had to go to the bathroom, it was like a 5-minute walk to get there. And they were always packed during passing time. And they got them closed down for like 2 months.
That sounds terrible.
It was terrible. Couldn't like cut out of class by just going to the bathroom and watching YouTube. You had to ask to go to the bathroom and then wait in line to take a bathroom, like to find a stall, and then maybe sit in there for like 5 minutes before somebody would be like, "Get up, I gotta take a shit." And I was like, well, all right. It just made it so much harder to cut classes.
I never really cut classes.
Really?
No.
You never just went to the bathroom just because you don't care about what they're saying?
Well, I never really cared. And what I would do is just put an earphone in, and they never noticed. They probably noticed, but they didn't care enough.
Our school was really good about that. They did not want anybody with headphones in.
Well, I also go I have a kind of attention problem, and having music on or something like that keeps me focused.
Okay.
And they
so you had an excuse.
So I had a good excuse to keep doing that.
Okay.
Which I don't think I have. I'm not diagnosed with ADHD, but I swear I have an attention problem.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I kind of kept focus. That's how I'm keeping focus now, is I'm just kind of listening to music while the professor goes on.
Alright.
They haven't cared so far, so I'm going to just keep doing it.
Oh, I was always an edgy kid in high school.
You know, like trench coat.
Not trench coat, but I did have a black coat with a hood on it, and I always wore the hood up. Also because I hated my hair, and my mom kept making me get a haircut from this. Okay, I really like the stylist.
Do you still hate your hair?
No, I like my hair. I don't really know. I grew out of that phase, but it did last almost all the way through high school.
Jeez.
Halfway through senior year, I stopped, but it was freshman year up. Actually, halfway through middle school to halfway through senior year. It was really bad, and at one point we planned on burning the jacket. We're gonna do something with the jacket, but it's gonna get destroyed somehow.
You don't like that phase of your life?
I don't. God, who likes high school and middle school especially? Middle school sucks.
High school I actually enjoyed a little bit. But again, I also did quite a few things that weren't too bad.
Senior year I enjoyed. Junior year was pretty good too.
I was more involved in my senior year, and that's why I enjoyed my senior year.
Okay.
The only thing that was like terrible was COVID. COVID sucked.
I was hanging out with drug dealers freshman and sophomore year. I didn't do drugs. We don't advocate for drugs here.
That was me in middle school, and then kind of had a stage where I was trying to switch to more athletic and popular kids, but I just never got to there.
Yeah, it's hard to switch sides like that.
No, it is. But pretty much, if we want to talk about my junior year, I can tell you the Brendan story.
I was just gonna ask to segue to junior year. Let's go.
Okay, so if you're a wrestler, you know what a fat test is, and it's pretty much just telling what percentage of fat you can lose in a certain amount of time.
Well, that's not a specifically wrestling thing. I've heard that term.
Yes, okay.
Some other places.
But I've seen it majority of the time from wrestling. But you have to pee in a cup, and my coach would put some funny names on it. And for my friend Brendan, he put Brenda.
Okay.
And to make fun of him, we just kept calling him Brenda and Brenda. And now we just kept repeating it. We still call him Brenda.
Oh, so that running joke was just made by your coach.
Yes.
Okay.
But the joke gets better because we had a trip to Wisconsin. We went on a float trip, and we're floating down. Everybody else is drinking. We're just chilling. We're having a great time, and we're trying to go find this place to go cliff jumping off. Because cliff jumping is so much fun.
It is really fun. If you ever go to Door County, they got a really good cliff jumping place. I think it's Peninsula State Park. They got a really good place to cliff jump there.
All right. But to keep going on the story, there was this drunk guy in a kayak,
Okay.
and he was going upstream, and we're looking at him like he's a fucking dumbass, because he's just doing that, and next thing we know, we hear he's screaming, Brenda. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, Brenda!
Going upstream.
Upstream, just screaming, Brenda! And I'm looking back at Brendan, I'm like, who the fuck is calling your name? And who else knows that joke? And he goes, no one. And we are so confused. And
Just go straight past you, or?
he just keeps going, Brenda! And he goes past us. And I'm like, okay. And then we got down because it was too shallow in the area we were going to cliff jump. So we're like, that's stupid, no. We kept floating down. And next thing you know, somebody coming down the stream screaming, Brenda! and finally, the older kids are like, okay, that's it. Hey, sir, do you need some help? He goes, I'm trying to find a Brenda. And I'm like, we have a Brenda. And Brendan's like, shut the hell up. And he goes, well, who's Brenda? And he goes, it's my friend. And I'm like, well, why would your friend go upstream? He goes, I don't know. This guy was drunker than shit. We looked at his cooler. He got done with like a whole entire rack. He might have had help from his friends, but they were like a rack of empty cans in his cooler. This guy is gone.
Okay.
And so we try to take him along with us, because we gotta be nice.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to be.
We don't have to be, but I mean,
all right.
it was a scenario where one, we could get a story out of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Or two, we just kind of leave him to find his friend.
Leave him to his own devices.
And I think his name was Daniel.
Okay.
And we finally learned Daniel, and then he starts talking to the younger guy, one of my friends. His name's Austin, and at the time he had a girlfriend. And he goes, Austin, if you ever do anything to that girl, I'm gonna kick your ass. And everyone goes, stop being so hostile, which it's Austin's older brother.
Okay. And
at the time, Austin was the biggest kid in our group. And so this guy goes, what? You want to fight?
Oh.
So.
Did you fight him?
So after this, it turned into him screaming out Brenda.
Okay.
And him wanting to fight Aaron.
Okay.
And we're just trying to float downstream. And every 5 seconds, he just screams, Brenda! I'm laughing my ass off. Brendan's getting a little flustered. And Aaron is on the edge of actually fighting this kid. And he's not a kid, he's an adult. But he also goes into the story about how he had a miscarriage with, like, some hot girl, whatever. Like a Miss America type of girl.
Okay.
And how he was a UFC fighter. I looked him up. He was not.
Why would...
And just because I wanted to see if he was actually, like, if he was bullshit or not. And he was.
Either way, you probably could
have
talk up.
He's like, I had, like, millions of acres, blah, blah, blah. He's just talking his shit. And then, he just kept going and going. We're like, this guy's just full of shit. The next thing you know, every 5 seconds he'd be like, hey, Aaron, want to fight? And then he'd actually start being hostile towards Aaron because he actually wanted to fight out Aaron.
Okay.
And we keep going down, and we finally find Brenda.
Oh, you found Brenda?
And he goes, and the first thing he goes, Brenda goes, Daniel, you drunk motherfucker. And then he goes, hey, look, it's Brenda! Falls out of his kayak, turns upside down, starts floating, gets up, looks at Brenda, hugs him. Brenda goes, get the hell off me, looks at his shoes, and goes, dude, your shoes are untied. Here, let me tie them for you. So this grown-ass man ties his drunk shoes, and he goes, thanks, guys. Found Brenda.
Did he get his kayak?
No.
Oh, he just left the kayak?
His friend got it for him.
Oh my god.
And the next thing you know, I just see his cooler just flip over, open, and just all the beer
Oh.
Float down the river. And I'm like,
Oh.
no, so many animals. And then we say our final goodbyes, and he just looks at Aaron and he goes, "Hey, we can still fight if you want."
Did Aaron end up? Did he?
No,
end up fighting?
dude. If he was asked one more chance on the actual float trip before we met his friend, I think Aaron would have fought him.
Damn.
Because it was just at the point where he was looking to get his ass beat.
Okay.
But that was pretty much the story about why the Brenda and Brendan. This got so funny to us, and now it's like a running joke.
Alright, where's the pen? We gotta cross that one off. Okay. We had that one written down, by the way. So we got through your first kiss.
Do you have any stories about your friend's cabin? Or
Oh, yes, I do. Okay. I don't really remember what I meant by that, but now I remember. Okay, so senior year, last year, I went to my friend's cabin up north with a couple more of my other friends. His dad and nobody was really there, just us. It's kind of a big property, but it's mostly based around other people's property who don't care. So we were able to kind of do whatever we wanted. And we got really drunk one night. And then one of my friends, who straight up looks like the average Discord moderator. Like, he's really funny, but he smells like shit. He's got gross, long black hair. He's kind of fat. But he just starts scarfing down raw hot dogs. He just starts scarfing down raw hot dogs. And,
just raw.
oh yeah.
Not even cooked.
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
no, no.
God.
Of course not. He ate like 20 hot dogs, and that's all we had for food the time. So we had to go try and find like a gas station or something with food there. It was a complete shit show. Well, we didn't do it that night because we were all drunk.
Of course.
And playing card game. Oh, and we also had airsoft guns, so we would shoot them at each other while we were trying to sleep. The amount of welts I had after that trip were amazing, but
Worth it.
It was totally worth it. It was really, really funny. And then on the second or third night, the friend who owned the cabin, we'll just call him Jared for now. Jared's dad came up, and he introduced us to this fun game called, I think it's called like In Between or something like that, where you pick two cards off the top of the deck,
game,
and then you guess if the next one is going to be in between or not. And we got that pot up to like $200-$300, and it just stayed there for like 2 hours because nobody wanted to get out. So they thought, oh, I'm gonna get all that pot. And
so my favorite thing about that game is we played it during our family dinner, and we got it up to like $100.
mm-hmm.
But there's a rule: is if you guessed in between,
Mm-hmm.
or so what we had to do is bet if it's going to be in between or not.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't, you give it the quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you bet the pot,
We did play this way too.
you get the pot if you win. But if you lose, you have to pay the same amount the pot is.
Yes.
But there's another rule.
Okay.
If you get the same card as the in between, you had to pay double.
Yes, we had that too.
So we got up to like $100 because of that rule.
Oh.
You know, it'd be stupid. Like, okay, pot from an ace to a queen, which in this game aces are low.
Yeah. Yeah.
And next thing you know, somebody gets a queen and has to pay double. And it was stupid how
That's how the Discord admin friend, he rage quit the game because he had to pay like $50 and he was just like, all right, I'm paying it and then I'm going to bed. I'm not playing this game anymore. You guys are assholes. And then,
dude, I would have definitely done pot and gave you guys $300. If I had to double it, I'd be like, yeah, nope, fuck you guys.
Nope.
I'm not giving you $600 to keep playing this.
nope.
I would honestly just kept playing it to get my money back.
Yeah, that's what everybody was doing. And then Jared also went to sleep. So it was just me, my other friend, and then Jared's dad playing. And it was getting really late, so we all decided to split the pot 3 ways. And then the next morning we told them that, and we did it like 2 or 3 more turns after Jared decided he wanted to go to bed. Jared was so pissed because he put so much money into there trying to get it back. He was so pissed. It was.
How much
so
money did
fun.
you get out of it?
I think I got like. I think I went $30 or $40 up, which wasn't bad,
No, that's not bad at all.
but I had to put a lot in.
All right. So we kind of got off of like a tangent about like random stories like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so for your junior year, how was it? Or
I enjoyed my junior year. I thought it was pretty fun. I kind of got out of the bad people scene, or the drug dealer scene. I kept a couple friends from there, but I never really did any of that. And I got into, I guess, kind of like the nerds. I kind of migrated to them, which isn't really a step up, but they were super nice. And then I went from there.
they're actually like titles to people is kind of stupid to me because as long as you're interesting and you're not monotone, unless you're my grandpa who's monotone but also has like a southern tang. So
Okay.
he just makes everything so much more funnier.
Okay.
But like just it's just hard for me to get to know you when you're just bland. You
Are
know what
you
I mean?
critiquing me right now? Or?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
Okay.
about people.
Okay.
Because I like personality.
This fucking girl I work with, I hate her so much. Her voice is so monotone, and she's so bitchy, and I hate it.
Oh.
I hate it. She does nothing, and she bitches to everyone to do everything. She's told to sweep by our boss, and then she does 2 minutes of sweeping, super shittily, and then she asked her to leave, and the boss just lets her go, because they are a little bit sexist over there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I work at a supper club, by the way, and Wisconsin supper clubs can be a little bit sexist towards girls, but it should not be that bad where it's like you can just leave early and do whatever you want. She's so annoying.
So,
Rant tangent, but
my junior year was pretty interesting.
okay.
I'd probably say this was my lowest of my whole entire life. It just builds up into my lowest,
Okay.
which is
Well, I guess-
my late senior year.
I guess builds down.
Well, okay, I'll say beginning of senior year, and then my last of my senior year was all right.
Okay.
But there's a lot of ups and downs in my junior year because I started off my that football year
Okay.
dislocating my shoulder,
Oh. Ow.
and I dislocated my shoulder like 5 times.
Ow. Oh, I have a slip. Oh, that has nothing to do.
But pretty much after that, I was put in therapy for like the whole entire football season, and it did last, but it was just the first sign that there's something wrong with my shoulder. And I went on. I didn't go to the homecoming that year.
Okay.
I did go to homecoming sophomore year with, the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I did go to. I did not go to that, and then go wrestle. Best season I've had so far,
Okay.
and I actually go to state.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I go to state. I win like 3 matches. I get eliminated. It's whatever. I almost placed if I won that last one, but it was like 12-13, and I was so mad I didn't get it.
Mhm.
But it was whatever because I thought I had next year,
Mhm.
and then I forgot. A week later, I completely blew out my shoulder. It was out for about 30 minutes.
Oh.
And I put it back, and we finally get back in. I cuss out myself, I go out, and I just scream, like the F-bomb, whatever. All the teachers just stop looking at me. I'm like, sorry, I think I just got my football season ruined for next year. And they go, sorry, CBB. And we go get an MRI, and I completely blew out my labrum.
Damn.
Which, the reason why I had to get the surgery, which it's not necessary to get the surgery, but to the point of where a dislocation lasts for 30 minutes, it could fuck up your rotator cuff, which is an even worse injury.
Yeah.
So I go to my banquet, I get the most improved award, and then I was out for the rest of the season. Well, not the rest of the season, but the rest of the summer. But there was something called COVID that also hit.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't forget about that.
And it didn't affect me too much, but that's when I started gaming a lot and played zombies, and like I showed you, I got my round 60.
Yeah.
And all that. It was just a rough time for me, just because I couldn't do much, even though I've been physical for 3 years so far in high school, and I just couldn't do anything during summer. So it kind of made me mad. Whatever. We go back. I do recover, but then football, it's doing great, and then like early December of that senior year, I dislocate my left shoulder.
Oh my god! All right.
And then I go, well, our football season got canceled, and so I thought the next spring it would also get canceled. So I got the surgery so it wouldn't fuck up my rotator cuff, because that dislocated like 7 times too.
Oh yeah, of course it would.
Yeah, my shoulders were just known for dislocating or doing semi-dislocations where it just freezes up and you can't move it for a second, but it like comes back in.
Okay.
Which they suck. But I do that, and I do it the day of New Year's, which I wanted to go party New Year's Eve, but I couldn't because I had a surgery the next day.
Yeah, so I couldn't
do shit.
Drink or eat anything for a couple hours.
Nope. I was so pissed. I was out, and that carried me, and then we had 3 months till wrestling season. It's a 6 to 9 month recovery.
Oh.
I came back in 3.5.
You came back? Wow. Okay.
I was cleared by the doctors. They said it was fine.
Okay.
I still have shoulder problems though.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'd expect that.
But yeah, I had an okay senior wrestling season. I completely missed my football season, which pissed me off. That made me so sad. But I did forget to mention something about my junior year going into the summer, as I had a girlfriend. And if you guys are out there, I do not recommend this at all. But I stayed loyal to her all summer and the beginning of the next year. But she had a tendency to get grounded for no fucking reason.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some of my friends have parents like that.
Yeah. Like, they got... Like, this was bad. Like, she had her phone taken away by, like, 3 months at a time.
Oh, yeah.
It was super bad. But I was like, it would be so shitty of me if I broke up with her just because of that, and I actually do like her.
Okay. Like, as of this moment, or?
Not this moment,
Well,
no.
yeah, you have Kate now, but...
Yeah. But, it just felt shitty, but then I'm like, I'm just getting some distance. And then, one day she goes, yeah, we need to talk.
Oh, that's never good.
And I talked to her, and turns out the whole entire fucking time she was cheating on me.
Oh. Did you tell me that before, or was this... Oh, man.
Yeah, then,
Yeah, that sucks.
that was right before my, left shoulder surgery.
Oh.
So I went into that just completely down.
The double depressed. It's like from injury and also from emotional.
Yeah, especially since I was in the sport, and
Double
like those
depression.
injuries just fucking ruin you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
If you're going through it, don't feel bad. We're here for you. Like and subscribe. For more depression
Depresso.
content.
If you're El Depresso Expresso, just come here. We'll try to help you catch a therapist.
Yeah.
Um,
Q&A next episode.
I don't know if there's gonna be any more questions, but all right,
Um,
we'll try.
That's definitely a joke because no one watches these.
Why don't you just subscribe to our channel and then just ask us stupid questions?
Can you guys stop making podcasts? Yes. Last episode.
Oh my gosh. Then after wrestling, I started just my brother went into student teaching, and
Okay.
I went up. I saw him a lot during lunchtime. Went down, got my thing, and I always saw this girl
Mm-hmm.
who was just sitting alone, and
Dots are connecting. Okay.
and then I go over there, and I just felt bad because she was in like 3 of my classes.
Okay.
Well, at the time she was in 1, but I just go over there and I sit next to her, and first thing I say is like, "Hey,
Hey.
do you know how much a polar bear weighs?"
Oh, stupid shit like that are the best icebreakers ever, I swear.
I know, but I don't think I actually said that. I don't remember what I said, but I know it was on the lines of "Hey," and she just looks at me all weird, and then she's like, "Hey," I go, "You look really lonely. Mind if I sit here?"
Wow.
And then
What an asshole.
that was when I started talking to my current girlfriend, Kate.
Yeah.
And
My favorite icebreaker is, are you smarter than 5 gay rats? Because it's like are you smarter than
a 5th grader.
a 5th grader, but the letters are all... It's off of a meme, but I still think it's funny because I did it to some lifeguard at Wisconsin Dells, and she could barely speak English. So I had to repeat the joke like 5 times. And it didn't matter, she was like 22 anyway. But I still thought that she was hot, so I went for it. But it obviously it didn't work out.
Yeah, no.
Of course not. I did get a different one that same trip. I did get her Snapchat, but she immediately ghosted me.
Wow.
I'm talking like, did not even respond to one text. She added me and then just ghosted the shit out of me.
I don't understand that. I really don't.
Like, why even go through the trouble?
So, pretty much, to wrap up my senior year, I'll say the most important thing was I asked Kate out to prom.
Okay.
This is what fucked with me was on the way back from prom, she's like, in her mind she thought I just wanted to be friends.
Oh.
That I didn't have feelings for her.
Oh, okay.
And so before I had the chance to friend zone her,
Mhm.
she wanted to friend zone me.
Oh.
So she used this excuse of our friends, because our friends wanted us to dance, whatever.
Mhm.
She goes, I just hate that, blah, blah, blah. By the way, we're just friends, right? Yeah. Let's just say friends. And I'm like, yeah, we're just friends.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. You gotta like smile through your teeth.
At the time, I didn't want to actually admit my feelings because, one, I actually really enjoyed Kate. I still do. I love
Yeah.
Kate.
Well,
And-
yeah, I'd assume so.
And I didn't want to ruin a friendship, so
Yeah.
I just go, yeah, let's just be friends.
Okay.
And then
then
go
you-
back to our RV and with their 2 friends, and my parents bought us all the alcohol.
Oh, your parents are so cool.
They seriously drop it off, and we're just sitting in the RV. It starts raining. I'm playing music, country, of course, but I know you don't like it. But Kate loves country, and then all of a sudden I play her favorite song, and me and her just sing it all word to word together.
Oh.
And I still remember that.
Oh.
It was just a feeling of just, like in syncness and all that. But
Damn,
at the same
sick.
time, my friend, his girlfriend was there,
Yeah.
and and she got pissed because the person she was living with just texted my mom saying that she can't drink, whatever. And then she texted her dad, and then just despite her cousin, she got drunker as shit. We were on about 11 shots.
Oh, wow.
She started drinking my friend's beer,
Okay.
and next thing I know, she's like on the edge of throwing up.
Oh.
And she just goes, I have to pee.
Mhm.
And goes into I don't know if I want to tell the story, but I'm going to tell it anyways.
Okay.
And then she goes in the bathroom, and she goes, "My boyfriend doesn't know how to do this shit," and just points to Kate and goes, "Come and help me." Because Kate wants to be a nurse, and she went through a CNA. Yeah, CNA like
The process
class,
or
yeah.
whatever, yeah.
And well, the girlfriend was actually also going to be a nurse,
Okay.
but she knew that Kate was, and they're best friends, and they
Alright.
just go, "Come help me!" And so Kate goes over there and wipes her ass.
Oh.
She goes and lays down, and she throws up for 30 minutes. The whole entire time, she's screaming, "I fucking hate you, Peyton!"
Oh my god. Man, I want to have trips like that.
Oh, dude, it was great. It was a fun prom. That was the same prom where we lifted a 300-pound man off the floor. It was great.
Oh yeah. You showed me that picture.
It was awesome. And then
we should go camping sometime. Ayo, camping VOD maybe.
Dude, camping podcast.
I don't know if we can get enough shit up there for podcasts, but
I mean, I think we just use my computer for OBS. It won't take. It doesn't take much. Just need a microphone and my computer.
yeah, I guess.
But to go on, I got a job. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell this story. I got a job to work at a golf course.
Uh-huh.
So there's this guy, and he's married to the owner's daughter,
Alright.
and he needed a job, and so he got a free job at the golf course.
Yeah, yeah.
And this guy, he did fucking nothing, and he knew that he could not get fired. He just could not get fired, so he did nothing all day. And so I started roasting the fuck out of him in front of everybody else. And then I finally realized he gave everybody their jobs.
Uh-huh.
And so he determined what job you did that day. So the son of a bitch makes me go dig a fucking 10-foot or 20-foot trench that has to be 3 feet deep. And I had to do this in a day. All by myself.
You get what you deserve.
But the worst thing is, I forgot it was about 90 degrees outside.
Oh.
And I'm just blistering in the heat.
Alright.
And I got the worst sunburn you could possibly get.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I have to go wrestle.
Oh, no.
And this was the hardest match of my whole entire season. I win by a point, and that's because I head tossed him in the last 2 seconds of the match.
Damn.
But pretty much, the only reason I had a hard time during that whole entire match was because this kid just kept rubbing against my sunburn, and I'm like, fuck. It was the worst.
Oh. If I'm ever wrestling you and you have sunburn, I'm just gonna slap you and just kick the shit out of you.
I'm already used to wrestling with a sunburn. It was just that was the hardest match, and he knew how to abuse that.
Yeah.
So going off of that, we go to my senior.
Oh, alright. I don't know if I want to tell it. Well, it's a pretty good story, but it happened in sophomore year, and I forgot about it till now.
Go for it.
Alright, so... Oh, I don't know if I want to tell this story. It's kind of bad.
Okay, we'll leave it. We'll talk about
Yeah.
if it's good or not for the podcast, because if it's just going to be the 4 people that are already subscribed, I'm pretty sure that they will not care.
Well, yeah.
But
Still, though, I think it's funny. It's kind of a short story, though. Well, alright. So, sophomore year, I had a fuck buddy over the summer, and it was really fun. I think I did tell you about this, right?
Maybe.
Alright. It was really fun, but, she was not good to me that way. Like, I had
Emotionally.
I had a lot of issues after that she gave me. It was, like, abusive, which is why I cut it off, but some people don't know how to do that. Do that if you're in one of those. They suck, just cut it off. But that really screwed me up for a really long time. And then after that, I got another girlfriend in junior year. That lasted for like 8 months, I think. That was pretty good. We ended up being friends for a while after that, but that one girl really, really screwed me up. And I don't remember why.
That's what girls do to you. They just kind of fuck with you.
Yeah.
They like fuck bad, but it's all good.
I love fucking with people, both.
They can.
In every sense.
I should say they can fuck you up.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm just gonna say how Kate and I really got together. So.
Okay.
So one Saturday, June 5th, because this was Kate's birthday.
Alright.
And I start off the day great.
Okay.
I woke up early, went and worked, and I was full of energy. Felt great, best day ever. 8 comes around, it's an early day, so we go off, and I'm like, Kate's birthday party is until like 3. You know what? Fuck it. I call up my cousin, and then we go lift.
Okay. Of course you would.
And as we were lifting, we were like, you know what? Let's fuck around a little bit. So I hang there, and he pushes me in the stomach. You gotta work on the abs a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I start doing pull-ups to finish the workout, and my cousin goes, "Hey, your pull-ups are kind of shit."
Oh yeah.
And so for shits and giggles, I do a muscle up. And when I got up, there's a parallel bar behind it, and I slipped. My hand went through, got to the other bar, and I came down and broke it.
Oh. Ow.
Same day as Kate's birthday. So my dumbass goes up. I drive back in my stick shift. It felt very minty. Joe did help me a little bit with that one.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
But I did drive home from his house to my house with a stick, and I'm like, fuck, it hurts. And I go and I talk to my mom, like, okay, they were doing yard work, so I'm like, no, I'm not going to be able to do anything, Mom. I'm sorry, my arm hurts bad. I go talk to my brother, whose girlfriend is an X-ray.
Did you know that you broke it at that point?
No.
Okay.
I thought it was a muscle issue.
Okay.
I heard a slight pop. I didn't think of it as much. I thought my ears just popped.
Okay.
I was being stupid. And I go to my brother, and his girlfriend's like, she's good with X-rays, and she's known for her X-rays. She goes, yeah. She's like, dude, what the fuck? Go get that checked out. I go, really? It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
And then as I'm looking at it, there's something popping out. I'm like, that's not my bone.
That could be my bone.
So I start wiggling my bones in and out.
Ew, man.
And I'm like, Mom, let's go get this an X-ray. I bet it's not a broken bone, though.
Can we get this animated?
Oh my gosh. But then and then I go get X-rayed, and I text Kate, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be a little late to your birthday party. And so I go get a sling. And then 5 minutes before going to her party, I go, by the way, I broke my arm. And just go over there. I look at my text, and she goes, what the fuck? she immediately came out, saw me in my cast, and goes, what the fuck did you do? This is like the second time I'm meeting her parents, too.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're like...
chaotic dumbass.
And then they seriously go, wow, you're really trying your best to get out of Kate's birthday party. I go, really?
Really?
Really? And then she still holds this over my head. I found out something. They made steaks. That takes 2 arms to cut.
Oh, no.
No, and I found out.
Oh. Okay.
Kate can't cut a steak worth of shit.
Oh.
She's just there, and she's like, I'll cut yours for you. And she's like this. And I'm like, I actually want to eat today. And so I take it to her mom. And I'm like, can you cut this for me?
Can you cut this? Please.
And she holds it over my head to this day.
Oh, man.
But this starts, and so, after that, her family leaves, her, extended family, cousins and all that, they came. They were there for, an hour, 2, 3, whatever. I don't really remember. I don't think any friends showed up. Her graduation party, they did. But that was, 2 weeks later.
Okay.
So, pretty much after that, me and her go down, we play a little bit of Mario Kart, or Smash Brothers, I don't remember. And then after that, we started We went down there and we cuddled,
Mm-hmm.
watching Family Guy.
Oh.
She goes, I love Family Guy, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen it in so long. Let's watch it. And so me and her just start cuddling and watching the Family Guy.
Really quick side tangent. Did you know that I lost my virginity to iCarly?
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was the one thing neither of us
Jamie
cared
looked
about.
that up.
No, don't pull that video up, young Jamie. It was the episode where the one guy was trying to teach her how to make tacos on a stick or whatever.
So it was a show you just didn't care about.
No,
Neither you did.
No,
Then why were you like watching it?
because it was the only thing that I thought it was funny that I don't know why I thought it was funny.
That's hilarious.
It was like during the before. You know what that. Yeah. It was during the before, and I was kind of half paying attention to it, and then I just saw her break tacos on a fucking stick, and I thought it was the stupidest bit ever. I just laughed at it. And then
Yeah, then after her birthday, like 4 days later, well, before that we had like 3 nights where we just hung out at each other's house until 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
This was the longest her mom let any guy stay over.
As you do.
Because the best thing about the story is, the reason why she let me stay over so long was because I had a sling, and she just goes, what the fuck is he gonna do?
I mean, you got a point.
And so, 4 days later go by, and I kissed her, and we're like, well, are we together now? I guess so.
Yep. Sometimes it's as easy as a verbal contract.
Sometimes as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Then we go to my senior year summer, and that was definitely interesting.
Yeah, interesting is how I would describe it. Well, actually, no, it wasn't interesting. I just worked all summer.
I had a broken arm, but I still did stupid shit with my friends. So.
Okay, I just worked and did mildly stupid shit with my friends.
Well, do we have really anything else to talk about?
I mean, that's pretty much all of high school.
Yeah, I mean, we're at an hour and 12 on this recording, so we're probably at almost...
An hour and a half, or...
Oh no, it's an hour and 17, shit. Yeah, we're almost at an hour and a half, so...
Are we gonna postpone the, finishing of the episode for 20 minutes like we did for the last one?
Nah. I feel like we're gonna actually end it, like, here.
No
If you're
more
cool
tangents?
with that.
You got any more tangents?
I could change it on and on and on, but I'm not going to.
You want to do one quick tangent, and then we'll finish? Or we can just kind of make it even.
Okay.
First one to a tangent, go.
What's the problem with lettuce? Why do people like salad?
Okay, salad tastes good, alright?
Fuck salad. You know, the only reason salad tastes good...
We're shitting on salad now?
Yeah, fuck salad. The
That's
only
where
reason
we're
salad
going.
tastes good is because of the fucking dressing. And then, like, they make it...
Throw vegetables in that bitch. If it's if it's a good... fucking salad isn't
Salad's
just
the
lettuce.
fucking worst. Get the
It's
fuck
not
out of here.
just lettuce, though.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're saying a salad is only lettuce. That's not true. You throw
Fuck
shit
lettuce.
in there. You can put meat in there. You can put vegetables in there. You can throw some sauce in there.
Yes, but then the point of a salad is to be healthy. Then you put fucking dressing and all this other shit into it,
the
and it
fucking
becomes
Japanese-
unhealthy for you.
The Japanese salad I had yesterday at the
Is fire. I do
that
agree.
was fire. That was
But
so
the purpose
good.
of a salad is to not fill you for your main dinner, and so it's just a filler food that doesn't fill you at all.
That's untrue. I solely am. I'm against you on this.
I will fight.
You're gonna fight me for a salad.
Because lettuce is the stupidest thing in the fucking existence. And the only reason I love it is because it has a bit of crunchiness with a burger. Which I could replace it with something like chips that can add on to the flavor. So you don't even really need lettuce.
I will fight you over the honor of lettuce.
The only time I do it, have lettuce on something is like a sandwich, like a BLT, which in the name says, you know, but you don't really need it. The only reason I have it is for that crunchiness and the satisfaction.
Dude, I hate tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
God, we gotta fight about something else too.
But fuck lettuce.
Oh my god, really?
Alright, boys, I
Really?
think that's gonna be the end of the...
You can't just end it on fuck lettuce. Hey, yo, fuck lettuce, gang.
Alright, oh, that was our little tangent.
Comment down below if you like lettuce or not.
Yeah, comment if you're into lettuce or if you're not.
Okay.
And then and if you say, then we'll have a majority vote real quick, and whoever wins.
The 6 views we get of the majority of people who like lettuce or not, comment down below.
Yeah, comment down so we can. How about this? The winner of this debate gets $20.
You're gonna put $20 on if people like lettuce.
Yes, because I swear I want to win this.
We'll put $5 on it.
Okay, $5.
$5.
I'll bet $5.
All right, we just shook.
We just had a firm handshake.
You have a firm handshake. I'm not allowed to get any firmness on this because all of your hand is going firm. But
Alright.
okay.
So I think we made a bet about lettuce.
All right. Final spiel. Here we go. I'll take care of this. Like, sub, you know what to do. Check out Peyton's channel, Tide51 Gaming, whatever.
I don't know if that's gonna be a name yet, but we'll link it somehow.
I will be streaming maybe if I decide to stop being lazy. I don't know if I'm going to use your computer for that. I might have to bring mine up. But at some point I will probably start streaming. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this talk about fucking lettuce in high school.
Just some random shit we wanted to say.
Yeah.
But definitely look out for our other stuff. And with that, see ya.
Gents.